Out with Rico and Carla is about to go live online. Catch select moments of All Out hit music, All Out celebrity interviews, All Out showbiz and sports news, All Out fun. Mid-mornings on The Monster. Streaming video on the Monster Facebook page at RX931, the Monster YouTube channel at RX931, or twitch.tv/Monster RX931. Your All Out hosts, Rico Robles and Carla Aguas. Stand by and enjoy the program.
So soulful. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How's your Friday going? Welcome to the show. We did mention a double header, but you know how it is, man. How does it feel like to fall in love with a friend? And guess what? Write a song about it. Have 119 million people playing it over and over all over the world. He is joining us all the way from London, ladies and gentlemen. First time on the show. Give it up for DHRUV. Hey. I think you're on mute. I gotta unmute you. There you go. There you go. 2 seconds. There you go. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good. I was saying thank you for that intro. That was an amazing intro, and I appreciate it.
I mean, you know, writing a song and having millions of people. But before I ask you the questions about Double Take and your other hits as well, how you been? How's everything going?
I've been good. I've been so busy these last few weeks between just like doing, obviously the video came out. I have a new single coming out. I'm rolling out a project as well. And so I'm just like, yeah, I'm just trying to, keep my head above water and just do what I need to do.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you know, when you were rolling out the song, when you're writing about your tracks, was this something that you've always wanted to do, to get into music or to be a songwriter just behind the scenes, or you wanted to be the one on stage holding the mic and controlling the crowd?
I've always wanted to be the one on stage. I've wanted to be, yeah, I've always written music for myself. Like, I think there was a point at which I was like, songwriting could be cool, but I think because of the way that I write, just, I write for myself to express myself, it wouldn't make sense. But yeah, the idea of being on a stage is amazing. It seemed a little far away during the pandemic, but I'm excited to potentially tour next year as well.
And that's something that for sure everybody misses, you know what I mean? But you are now well, are you based in London, or are you just traveling and that's a pit stop of your tour?
It's a little confusing. I actually live here right now in the UK. My family is here. My family is between London and Singapore. And so yeah, so I'm here right now. I was in the US for college, for university. And then I obviously grew up in Singapore. So I'm just a little bit all over the place.
I mean, with you writing such a beautiful song, it's an R&B tip. I'm playing Double Take in the background that people are actually listening to, and some people are enjoying it, just like Miguel Macam is saying Double Take. You know, when you were doing the R&B music, was that something that you were also doing when you were in college? Were you performing in talent shows in college?
Yeah, I was performing. I started off, actually, I did a couple of showcases of just my own music, but then I joined an a cappella group and we were singing different, we were singing music of the African-American tradition and Black music, and it was amazing. So yeah, I've kind of had some performance exposure, and and I feel like it has put me in good stead for, my future performances.
And as far as groups, when you were part of, I'm betting you guys are doing Boys to Men covers, All for One.
Doing a lot of different things, but yeah, I mean, the music that we sang was amazing, and I loved it. It was definitely up my alley.
And then next thing you know, you come to create your own music as, of course, a solo artist, and you take it on the road. Who was the first person that you let hear your music, and what was the reaction when they first heard you sing on your own?
The first person, I always send my stuff to my sister. She's just been a great, she has a great ear for music, I feel like, and just offers the best feedback. So yeah, and she and I kind of started when we were younger. She used to play the guitar and I would sing. And
Mhm. When it comes to the family, I guess, the sister was providing y'all the guitar beat, the guitar riffs, and you're the one providing the soulful vocals. Double Take, tell us a story behind Double Take.
Yeah, Double Take was about is really just about falling in love with a friend, and it's
Mhm,
about like kind of those initial moments of like trying to figure out whether that person feels the same way. Hence the
mhm,
chorus being "Do you feel the love?" Um, I yeah, I wrote it very much when I was in that phase and in that frame of
mhm.
mind, and it yeah, the whole concept of the double take is like the switch. Like you don't expect it to happen, but it happened, and then you're trying to figure out if the other person feels the same way.
And do you have any advice for those that are in that same position? You know how it is, especially pandemic, man. A lot of people became vulnerable. They're a lot more vulnerable and more sensitive now than before. I mean, what can you tell a person who is falling in love with a friend? What should they watch out? What are the signs that they should watch out for?
Um, I think it's just like little touches and little moments of like intimacy that you'd like
Mhm,
never really saw before, or I think you can usually get a vibe. I think initially you're like, nah, you're just my friend. But I think like
mhm.
if it continues, it's kind of easy to tell that it's something more.
Now, when you wrote this track, you recorded it and it hits mainstream radio, it's hitting Spotify, the reaction of it when you saw your first million. Can you remember where were you and how did it feel?
Actually, my first million was for another song that I released. So
Mhm,
yeah, I remember when it happened, and I was like, this is amazing. Like maybe this is the peak of my career. Who knows? But I am very happy. And then yeah, this has all happened in a year. Like even with the other songs, like the way that they've been
mhm.
moving, it's all just been within the last year. So I have had not that much time to process like just what's been happening, but it's amazing.
It's just crazy because the touring wasn't happening, but the song and the way it's
Yeah.
moving, right? And
Yeah.
and with everything else, what was the adjustments that you've made? I mean, are you shooting music videos? I know the video just dropped, but then are you currently shooting, also working on music videos?
Yeah, we're working on a lot of visuals for the upcoming project. We've obviously done a lot of just like radio and press, and we're
Mhm,
just trying to get people excited about the music that's coming out. I'm really excited. This is my first project. I really thought about making a project that's cohesive and
mhm.
not just a bunch of songs. I wanted to have a thread run through the whole thing. So I'm excited for people to hear it and see it as well with the visuals and the videos.
And can you imagine if it when it hits? Well, here in the Philippines, it's playing now, but when Double Take hits the United States, as far as everybody be bumping it, you know what I'm saying? Like Power, you have Power 106, probably Kiss FM be running. That's gonna be dope, man. So big
Yeah.
ups, dude. You know what I mean? So
Mm.
Double Take, of course, the song is the one you're hearing in the background. Do request for it here on the Monster. Now here on the show, Drav, we do have all out questions, just some random questions as far as making music or just it goes to your favorite food and all that. Now, in this quarantine times, what are the things that you've come to learn about yourself that you're quite surprised?
During this quarantine time, I think I have learned that I am surprisingly good at, at working in my own house and environment. Like I don't know, I never used to think that I used to get quite distracted when I was at home and I need to be in like a library or like a place of
Mhm,
or a coffee shop or something. I've like learned that I can do a lot of work at home. Um, but I've also learned that like I'm also like just a total homebody. Like I don't like
mhm.
like I'm so used to just like being in at night and stuff. Even now, things have kind of opened up in London, and my friends are going out and they're going like clubbing and stuff. And I don't want to do that. Like I'm very happy being in my bed.
Is there any specific TV show you're binge watching now? Are you into the Squid Game? What are you watching?
I just watched The White Lotus actually, which was on
Mhm.
HBO. I think it was really good. It was very short but very good.
Just enjoying it, as they say. Also, as far as if you weren't doing music, right? Given the chance, you went to school, you finish all that. and you weren't pursuing music, what would it be something that you would be pursuing?
I don't know. So I studied my major in college was in like data science and stats, which is so
Mm,
random. But I can't see myself, I don't know, doing something like strictly in that field. Maybe it'd have to be something that's adjacent to music, you know? So something
mm.
that's like looking at data and music, or I don't really know. I'm not particularly like excited about anything else. So it's hard for me to tell, but I think it would be something data related in potentially music or another field.
It could be with the analytics, right? You just provide
Yeah,
the
the
charts, the
analytics.
graphs, and and all that. Now, for those that are tuning in, we have Travis joining us. He does have a new song that we're playing in the background called Double Take. Now, with it, you're famous now. You're world famous. You got your tracks out in the world. Who's the most famous person you've ever met?
I've ever met in my life.
Yeah.
Um, oh God, I met Dua Lipa once.
Mhm.
It was basically before she had huge success with New Rules, and she was doing a CD signing in like a mall. And my friend,
Mhm.
I didn't even know who she was, but my friend was obsessed with her and was like, "You have to go and and meet her and like get a CD signed." So I met her like a few years ago before she was like huge, but I think she is now, at least she's so famous now that
Mhm.
yeah, she is probably the most famous person I've met.
Probably need 20,000 bodyguards or to get through
That's what I'm
20,000
saying. Like, I
bodyguards.
probably sell the CDs that she signed for me.
Now, you're talking about a massive club hit. I mean, the track that we're bumping now, it's sort of like a slow jam, right? So imagine
Yeah.
if somebody does a remix of this
Hmm.
and takes it to the club. Do you envision this song playing in the club? And would you be dancing to it?
I do not envision this being in the club. I feel like this is such a like in your feels, like, on the bus or like just like listening to it on your own time. Like I cannot imagine people bumping or dancing to it. I don't even see the thing is like I don't even know how to like when I've been singing it and like
Mm.
practicing performing it, I don't even know like am I supposed to be like jumping? Am I supposed to be like I don't really know how to respond to it because it's such a like moody like vibe. It's tough,
Mhm.
but I cannot imagine myself dancing to it in a club. No.
It's such a smooth track, right? It's sort of like, keep it real smooth, like an R&B dude kind of feel. You know what I mean? So among all your songs, what is the one that you enjoy performing? Which track, and also what's the track that you really don't like performing, but it became a hit, so you got to perform it anyway?
I really like Moonlight. Like to me, the reason that I enjoy that is because kind of the arrangement that we have in mind for it for performances is going to be it was really beautiful. I actually wrote
Mhm.
an extended version of the song when I started it. And so yeah, I'm excited for people to hear just like how musically like expansive that song is.
Mhm.
And the song that I don't have a song that I would least perform, but I'm just trying to think like I have a song called Stable Life that people haven't heard that is really hard to sing. So I'm really nervous about singing it. It's like very
Can we get a piece of either of the song? Can you give us a little acapella, just a little bit?
I think I'm gonna reserve that for the day that I do that performance. But what about you?
Yeah, we gotta. Oh, true that, because it is. What time is it now in London? What time is it there?
It's actually 11:45 a.m. So
Eleven
it's not
forty-five.
not early. It's near midday now.
Is it chilling? Well, thank you for taking time to join us. I know that many of your Filipino fans and many of your fans here in this side of the world are excited to see you, and hopefully you be here and visit us. But you have any message for all your fans?
I want to just say thank you to anyone who's listened to the song. Like Philippines has been a huge reason why the song has been successful, and anyone who's like used it in any video, who's done anything with it, who's even listened to like 5 seconds of it, I'm really grateful. So thank you guys, and I'm excited to come back and perform it for you guys, hopefully. So yeah,
I mean, imagine the song blowing up on TikTok. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I mean, do you see dance moves being choreographed to this?
yeah. I can't dance though, so it's
You
very
can't.
very like I can appreciate it, but I don't think I can replicate it.
Well, thank you very much for taking time, Druv. You have any tips for all the songwriters out there that somehow when they get mental block, when they can't get the music out, Is there anything that you do? Is there any, you know, routine that you do before you write your music?
I think the best thing to do is to like just do it a bunch, because
Mhm.
if you only do it like a few times a week or something, then like your brain can get in the way of you and be like, oh, you're writing a song right now, like, and like it can distract you. But I think if you just like make it a normal part of your day and you're not thinking so hard about it when you're doing it and you're just like feeling it, that's the best way to get over the writer's block. I don't think that like inspiration comes from the mind. I think it like is something bigger than that. I think it, you know, it you have to like you have to get over that mental block and just like
Mhm.
let inspiration find you. And I think the best way to do that is just to get to that place of like presence. And yeah.
So it's really just routine. Keep on writing and keep
Yeah.
on going at it, and it's just gonna keep on flowing, right? That's what it's all about. Last but not the least, there is a lot of heartbroken people out there, and also since Double Take is playing in the background, there are some people that are falling in love with their friend. Do you have any advice that you could give to them?
I would say if you're getting a vibe from them, go for it. Like I support, you know, love. I'm like a yes. If it's a match, then do it. I think if you're not getting the vibes from them, then I don't know. It's a bit of a risk. It's a bit of a friendship risk. So I don't know if I would take that leap.
So it's like, you know, it's like one of those friendship over. You know what I'm saying? It's
It's
like
hard.
if
It's a hard
but if it
situation.
works out, it could be the greatest relationship
Your
ever.
soulmate. Exactly. It's your soulmate.
Yeah.
It's
And
what
then
it's
you
about.
guys would know each other. Well, thank you very much for taking time.
Thank you.
Take care. And I can't wait to meet you when you're here in Manila. All right.
Yeah, totally. Thank you so much.
All right, my man. We're gonna get to hear Double Take, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up once again for DHRUV.
Thank
See
you.
you, my man. Take
Bye.
care. Bye. There you have it. Just listening to some R&B music. We're about to hear Double Take. This is a Monster exclusive. Thank you for keeping it locked in here on the Monster. Don't forget, if you're a fan of his music, do tag the person that is a big fan of this kind of vibe, as we say, as you're about to hear Double Take. Till then, for our live interview, this is part one of our double header. My name is Chico Ralves, and thank you for keeping it locked in here on the Monster.
Monster exclusive interview only on Manila's hottest Monster RX.